Hey, how's it going, everybody? Coco Billy here. Um, I just wanted to start with saying hi and letting you guys know that it's just been hectic here still, but I had to get out to the RV so I could have a little chat. I saw that Thomas Massie um, lost his seat, and I feel I'm not from Kentucky, so it really doesn't matter, I guess. But I do feel kind of bad because I liked the guy. I saw him do a long form interview on Timcast IRL maybe 2 years ago. I mean, I want to say it was earlier than that, but it's probably been 2 years. Excuse me. Um, I really thought he did a great job. I think he's a man that stands on principle, and I think that's why he only voted, Republican 77% of the time, which really isn't bad, but I guess it's not as high as everybody else, so they ousted him. The sad thing to me seems that I think it was like 94, 95% of the money that was brought in on both sides. I mean, just as a communal, um, you know, uh, amount, it was somewhere around 34,000 or $34 million. Um, and that's on both sides, well, Republican and Republican. But it seemed like, like 94, 95% of that money came from outside of Kentucky. And I think that's kind of shitty. I think Kentucky should decide what they want and not be propagandized with commercials and money. And yeah. This all said, I mean, I'm still a big supporter of Trump. I think that most of what he does is really good. And it's actually caused me to lose friends, um, even quit talking to some family members, and I mean people I've known most of my life. And it's very unfortunate because they're on the left, which is supposed to be, tolerance and inclusivity, and yeah, it's only if you believe their way. So, and I don't, I, I don't, I don't agree with a lot of the transgender stuff that's going on. Um, I'm not against, adults making their own decisions, but there's too much going on with children that are like 7, 8 years old. Bullshit. You can't tell me that a 7 year old even understands what any of that is. I mean, I remember when I was a kid, I was like, I think I was probably 6. I went up to my mom and I asked her, I said, "Hey, mom, what does naive mean?" She goes, "Well, that's weird. Why do you ask?" And I said, "Well, the girl down the street told me that I was naive because I didn't know what a blowjob was." Well, my mom proceeded to tell me that naive was just not knowing, not being aware, and um, she totally skipped the whole blowjob thing. She didn't even bring that up. I mean, I was 6. There's no need to, but it was kind of funny to us still, even that that's something that was um, that happened. So, but I think I think the thing that bothers me the most currently is that I had a friend of mine um, who I love dearly. I loved her like she was my own daughter. Um, she she told me that she didn't want to talk to me anymore. We worked together for like 6 years, but yeah, she told me that she didn't want to talk to me anymore because I supported a pedophile, and she heard how much I despised pedophiles in the whole time that we were working together, but yet, she can't talk to me anymore because I'm a hypocrite. I personally do not believe that Trump was a pedophile, is a pedophile. Um, I I don't understand how anybody really could, based on how everything went with 2020, um, and after that with how they just ran him through the ringer with made up, trials and made up accusations and made up everything. You're telling me they had access to the Epstein files, they had access to all this stuff, and they can say that he was a pedophile. Well, then prove it. And if you could have proved it, you would have done it, after 2020 when you could have like put him in prison. So no, I don't believe it. I think it's fucking bullshit. I don't believe he's a pedophile. And I mean, do I think that he's protecting some pedophiles right now? Fuck yeah. Um, but I also think that there's got to be some sort of reason for it. Am I happy about it? Absolutely not. I think everybody that's on the Epstein list should be investigated, prosecuted, if necessary, and put away where nobody would ever find them again. I mean, I really can't stand the idea of anyone hurting a child. It's one of the worst. It is the worst thing that you could do, because what you do to that child will go on and affect everyone in that child's life throughout history. I mean, to the end. And I'm not saying necessarily that they're going to become pedophiles, but it's a possibility. I mean, yeah. I just don't think that Trump is a pedophile. Um, but I think part of the reason why they may be trying to protect some of these fuckers is because of how high up everybody is. It's all the elites. It's I'd say it's probably 90-95% of Hollywood. I think they're all, sick, disgusting motherfuckers that should probably be put away, for lack of a better term. I mean, you know, and I don't know that there's ever going to be anything done about it. I hope so. God, I hope so. But, I also think that there's a potential of the world like collapsing. I mean, if it's all the elites and all these rich people, like, I don't know. I mean, the only thing I can think is they're all demons. I mean, I really don't understand it. It doesn't make any sense to me why they would protect them. But and I hope that's not the case. I hope they've got stuff going on. I understand prosecutions take investigations, which take time. But man, like I don't. There's so many people up there, like Fauci, Bill Gates, like all these people. I mean, they should all be in prison. Yeah. And anyway, I'm gonna end my rant for now. I think I'm gonna try and start. I think I'm gonna try and start doing this more in the evening. I think I like doing things in the daytime, but it's a lot easier for me to get away from noise and people and sound when it's in the evening, because pretty much after 7 o'clock, everybody crashes out around here. So my buddy's still in town, so he's gonna be here for a bit. So yeah, and um, I have I'm grateful. I mean, it's fun. It's great to see him, but I'm trying to do other things too. So I did get my workout in, so I'm happy about that. And I guess with all that said, I'm gonna let it go at that. I'm sure I'll rant about some other bullshit later. Yeah. So anyway, thanks. Really, I really do appreciate anyone that listens. And if you have any questions or anything, please let me know. And yeah, so before we go, I will say go over and check out the Common Sense. Is it Common Sense Methods over here on YouTube? It's my buddy Kevin. and he's got a school that I've been working with him on to learn how to maximize what I'm doing here. And he's got a 7-day free trial, and after that, it's $9 a month. Which, I mean, I've lost more than that. So anyway, it's great. It's a great community, and I'll pin a link in the comments, and hope to see you over there. Thanks. Have a good one.